Come.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Good. We will start almost now. Okay. And, okay. Good. Yeah.
Are we expecting some more, Doctor?
Yes. They shall join as they come. But we will start now. Yeah.
Okay.
And we will go ahead with our session today. Okay, good. Welcome to the root cause and source of diseases and healing with foods. This is our Holy Food series, and probably this is series number 6 that we have started. And I'm looking forward to share some interesting insights into food and healing, and how we need not be dependent on drugs and can improve the quality of our life. And today's focus is also a little bit on cancer. I can't share everything about how we manage cancer, but whatever information that I'm going to share should be enough to stimulate and help you with your healing processes as well. Okay, so I am Saravanan. I'm a naturopathic physician and a coach, a psychotherapist. I've been working since 2005 in Singapore. Prior to that, I was in Sydney, practicing in Sydney for 4 years. And then I came back to Singapore in 2005 and started my practice and been here. What we do is that we're providing remedial solutions to illness and disruptive emotions. Yeah, our main areas of focus has been with pain, metabolic disorders, skin challenges, cancers, and stress management. And along the years that I've been working as a naturopath, I also discovered techniques that I could actually apply to bring about accelerating healing processes. And so I've been passionately working on that and helping people, especially with pain management. Yeah, we have brought a significant shift in the healing. Yeah, so that has been a good things to experience. And then during the COVID season, we've been working on energy medicine, and we're going to come up with a series of supplements that are vibrationally attuned and that promotes balance and healing in people. So it's new things that's coming up, and exciting things that are in the pipeline. Okay, now if someone is unwell and we need to do something to heal them, this is a Hippocrates quote. You know, it says, before you heal someone, ask him if he is willing to give up the things that has made him sick. Okay, this is a powerful saying that also shifted my life. You know, people don't fall sick just out of the blue. Many of them come and say, you know, I was okay, you know, and then suddenly I became sick. This doesn't happen. Okay, this doesn't happen at all. Yeah, your body is always giving you signals. It is sharing a lot of information with you, and it is giving you a lot of insights as to what is happening. But we ignore it. We give our attention to something else, and because we give our attention to something else, we lose focus on our body, and we do not give so much importance to our body, and in that process, we make ourselves sick, right? So sometimes I have clients who come and get very upset when I tell them that, you know, actually you have made yourself sick and we need to undo it. They find it very hard to accept because they feel that, you know, they are not responsible for whatever that has happened to them, but they are. It all happens suddenly. It doesn't. Okay, it doesn't at all. Okay, so before you heal someone, ask him if he's willing to give up the things that has made him sick. Got to let go of some of the stuff, the habits, you know, your attitudes, your stresses, the foods that has been keeping you sick and or made you sick. So you need to improve yourself. Okay. So today we're going to look at some of the few things that we're going to explore today. Okay, what are the causes of poor health? Okay, and what keeps us healthy? What is the source? Okay. Now, a lot of times we have this impression that health or the causes and the source of diseases are the same, but actually they are two different things that we are actually they're poles apart. And so I will spend some time to express and help you understand the source. And it's not sauce as in some kaya sauce or butter sauce, but it is source, and the disruption and distraction of vital force, and or what actually disrupts it, then cancer and prevention and potential cure for cancers. Okay. um, and I believe that food is cure. Yeah, food is cure. So we will explore that part of it significantly, how and what to have and not to have, so that we can bring about a significant change in our wellness as well. Today's information, that whatever that we are sharing, will actually help you to understand um, your your where you can actually take this information and put it into practice. You will be also be able to take it uh, and start applying it on yourself, and probably overcome many of the health challenges as well. Right? I would also encourage you to go to my YouTube channel and have a look at some of the videos of the past talks that we have posted, and you can watch it anytime, as many times as you like, so that gives you some insights as to what contributes to all those challenges. Okay, we are all born healthy. Okay, we are all born healthy and well, but over time we damage ourselves. Okay, so some of the things that contributes to a lot of challenges are pathogens, and pathogens are like fungi, molds, and parasites, bacteria, and viruses. Okay, so now the whole world is shut down and living in fear because of this COVID virus, coronavirus, and but then there are many other things that contribute to these, and found in common areas, like your aircon, your carpets, and sometimes your bed, right? In your water, your drinking water, and even in your food. So you need to be in a space where you need to keep your place environment clean, as much as clean as you can, and also avoid spaces that contribute to all these challenges as well. Lack of sleep is a huge problem for a lot of people, right? For a variety of reasons, uh, people sleep late, and they tend to suffer from many challenges, and or they just willfully don't sleep. They feel that they've got so much thing to catch up with, especially in their social media and whatever works that they are involved in. So they usually spend a lot of time keeping themselves awake, and they miss their biological clock, or the natural healing time that happens in everyone. It is universal. And if you'd like to know what's the natural healing time, it is from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. The good 4 hours of your life, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., is your body is going through all the critical repairs. Okay, all the universal repair that is a repair time, universal repair time that is happening at the time 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And if you're sleeping later than 10, so if you're sleeping at 11, you miss 1 hour of the repair time. Or if you're sleeping at 11, then you have lost 2 hours. There are people who sleep at 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, so they miss all the 4 hours. So no repair is taking place. Your biological clock doesn't adjust and do repair in the morning or anything, because they all are significantly aligned to all your various organs, and they're always promoting different supporting different function as well. Okay, the other thing is poor diet. Okay, we have spoken extensively about diet, and fast food diet, um, uh, extensively fried food, and they have always been a huge problem. Stress is another huge problem that contributes to a lot of diseases. Today we had a wonderful talk about this morning. We spoke during our meditation session about how stress can be overcome and how to acknowledge sound. And we're going to do some exercises today with sound how to apply sound in our healing process. Okay, so no exercise or over exercise is also contribute to a lot of challenges as well. No exercise, you become very redundant, and what you do not use, you lose. But when you over exercise it, then you're building up a lot of lactic acid and fatigue in yourself, which also deteriorates your body, and it starts to suffer. Yeah. Drugs is another thing that contributes to a lot of challenges. When we talk about drugs, we're not talking about recreational drugs. We're actually talking about medicational drugs. Doctors prescribe drugs. I have people who are taking about 32 or 30, with the highest number that I've ever come across. This lady who was taking about 32 different drugs per day, right? And in the morning and in the afternoon and in the evening, she's got all kinds of complication, and doctors have been prescribing her with all these drugs, and on top of that, occasionally she gets a fever or runny nose or what. She goes and sees a GP and she takes those drugs as well, right? And we referred her to internal medicine, and actually there's a department called internal medicine. So whatever you intake as drugs, and they can actually review it, and they will advise you whether what you should let go and what you should have. But usually, people who are on so many drugs are having complicated issues to the point where actually the internal medicine do not do much to change whatever that you are having. They let you be, and they don't want to disturb or rock the boat, because if you stop something, something else will go haywire and it contributes to a problem. So illness is also another cause of diseases. Okay, if you got a lot of phlegm in your system, you got a runny nose, and you're not attending to it, you just live with it, or you take some remedies, and you want to overcome just by suppressing it yourself. Then what also happens with this illness is that it over time it starts to contribute to a lot of headaches. You become photosensitive, and if you're sensitive to light, and then you also become you can systemically get affected, and then you get a lot of organ failure and a variety of issues that comes with it. Toxins. Okay, we all eat out in the morning, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is in a highly industrialized society where people are eating commercial foods most of their life, and because they are eating commercial foods, they are also eating a lot of commercial drugs and toxins and chemicals that are put into food. And when you're eating them, they develop all these toxins, toxic buildup in their body, which needs to be cleared from their system. If you allow the toxins to remain in your body, they really wear you out, and that's where you start to have a lot of diseases as well. Some of the common things that happen with toxic buildup is digestive disorders, mental issues. Mental issues is not about psychotic things, but we are talking about dementia, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's. These are some of the stresses that can affect a person with toxic buildup, and these toxins can also contribute to death as well. Yeah, so it can develop into cancers, it can develop into metabolic disorders, diabetes, yeah, cholesterol issues, organ failures. All kinds of things can happen because of these toxins that start to accumulate. Lack of nutrients. Okay, lack of nutrients and poor diet are all interconnected. The food that you're eating is so defunct of nutrients that you don't get any nutrients. Also, you need to supplement yourself with nutrients. So the common thing that people do is, they will go and buy some vitamins. The most popular vitamin, or actually a vitamin that is like is out of stock worldwide, is vitamin C. Yeah, obviously because of the COVID situation, right? So all the good vitamin C that are out there are completely out of stock. When I practice in my clinic, I prescribe vitamin C to my clients. My suppliers are out of stock as well, and so we need to find alternatives, and it has become quite a bit of a challenge as well. So lacking of nutrients is always a challenge, and when these nutrients are not sufficient in your body, your organs do not function well, they do not repair well, they do not communicate well, and in the process, they become inflamed, they become very acidic, and in the process, they become more prone to diseases. Water, too much of water, lack of water, or poor quality water has always been an issue, and it is affecting a lot of people. And it contributes to disease. A lot of people die of cholera, dysentery, which is waterborne diseases. Yeah. So these diseases actually can be prevented, right? The chemicals that are in the water, right, especially fluoride, yeah, it contributes to degeneration of your bones. It contributes to thyroid challenges, nerve degenerations, and purely coming out from water. Okay, so you may be thinking about, drinking tap water is safe. Not necessarily, right? They can actually contribute to a lot of harm in your body. So you got to be mindful. Talking about mindful, many of us are mindless. Okay, we don't mind a lot of things that we do to ourselves, or things that are happening around us or happening to us. Okay, so because we are mindless, and why mindless? Because you're not sensitive to your body. Okay, your body is constantly telling you, hey, something is wrong, go and attend to it. Your body is always, there's a pain. Actually, body is communicating with you that something is out of balance, something is degenerating in yourself, and that you need to attend to it. If you feel a ringing sound in your ears, it's something that you need to attend to. If your eyes are blurring, you need to go and attend to it. You need to find out why they are blurring. Okay, is it something to do with your liver? Is it a mineral deficiency? Is it lack of sleep? Or is there some kind of pressure buildup in your eyes, or your eyes degenerating? All these things you got to know, so that you can actually address it and prevent a further degeneration. Okay, once it is like, it is an organ is completely gone bad, and you need to go for a surgery to have it removed. There's certain organs that you remove and you don't survive for very long. Yeah, you have to be on a lot of medication, and the quality of your life will be significantly affected. So you got to be mindful of how your body is functioning. It's also good to learn about your body as well. You need to learn a little bit about your body, so that how your body is reacting, how your body is responding, and how your body can be supported. It's very, very important. You need to be mindful of your body. So don't be mindless. Yeah. And also be aware of e-smoke. Okay, e-smoke is actually electronic smoke, which you get from your lights, okay, which you get from your phones, computers, okay, your battery operated watch, and then all those smart watches that people are wearing nowadays. They wear that measures your ECG, and your heart rhythm, and the sleep pattern, and everything. So it gives you all those information, but it's on your wrist, where the primary activity is happening there. Your pulse is right at your wrist, right? So all these special watches that you use on yourself, and they're actually measuring and giving you all those feedback. They also have an impact on your pulse. When your pulse is affected, your heart gets affected as well. Okay, and a lot of nerve endings passes through your wrist as well. And because they are passing through your wrist, they also send signals back into the various organs, and they get affected as well. Okay. Now, e-smoke has also been a chief contributor to radiation-related sickness. Radiation-related sickness is basically about cancers, Alzheimer's, dementias, nerve degeneration, and digestive disorders as well, and bone degeneration, especially your neck, right? I recently posted some information about people who are using their phone, and they get issues with their neck, and how this can be resolved. And also the e-smoke is also affecting your hormones. It affects your fertility, because if you place your device in your pocket, right, it's turned on, and it is constantly exchanging signals, with other phones, and the phone towers and the work, and the amount of radiation that it is emitting. If you put near your vital organs, especially if you put in your handbag and you're carrying your handbag and your armpit, yeah, so you're tucking in your armpit and you're carrying there, so the high risk of breast cancer, lymphatic issues, right? And then you put it in your pocket. Men and women who are wearing jeans, they keep it in their bum, or they put it in their front pocket, so that contributes to fertility issues, and then all the dysfunctions with their fertility or their sexual organs. Yeah. So this has got to be kept away from you. Okay. E-smoke also comes from the cooking utensils as well. Okay, I'll speak about that when I address cancer after this. Okay, so we're going to move on. So what if you know what are the things that are keeping you sick? Then what are the things you actually can keep you healthy? That means what you can do to support yourself. Okay, coming back to the vital thing. Okay, you can live without anything, but you will actually perish if you don't have enough water in your system. Okay, so water is an important thing. Clean, pure water, hydrogenated, alkalized water, because we are facing a lot of poor quality water, and many don't drink water at all. They drink all kinds of other things, and they claim that they have their daily water fix, but it's not true. It doesn't help you, and so you got to be mindful as well. Right food, okay. So food, the right food. We talked about all the different colors of food in the previous talks that we talked about. The purple foods, you got to also eat food in the food combination that we talked about in one of the talk. We talked about choosing your food and how they interact with your body. So a lot of things has been discussed. Today we will be also looking at another choice of food that we can actually give it to ourselves and supporting our body. And when you eat, how you eat, right? The best time to eat is or eat your dinner is before sunset. Okay, if you're having dinner after sunset, then your body is going to too much of energy is going to be used to focus on that, on digesting your food. So it's going to create a lot of challenges for you as well. Emotional management. Okay, emotional management is got to do with about it's about managing stress, physical, mental, emotional. Okay, stress that we all go through. We go through all kinds of stress now, especially in this country or any urbanized place. The biggest thing is biggest stress that anyone gets is paying their bills, especially with the COVID situation that is happening. Uh, whether you have food or not, you have to ensure that you are paying your bills. Otherwise, you get a lot of calls and stuff, and people cannot manage it because they are also organizations and people who are trying to earn some money, and they are under stress as well. Okay, so that also affects them. And then relationship issues, especially during the lockdown, too many divorces took place in Singapore as well. Yeah, many people submitted for divorce. A lot of abuses, abuse cases. All these things started to surface because people slowed down and started to reflect on them and look at what is happening around them. Okay, so and then right mind. Okay, when we talk about emotional management, we're also about talking about right mind. The mind is such a powerful tool. Okay, the biggest thing that you need to do something to help yourself is to clear the clutter in your head. Okay, if you are not in a space where you are able to take care of yourself, to make the right decisions to support your well-being, that's going to make you sick as well. Yeah, so I give you a simple solution. Okay, something to remove clutter from your mind. Okay, you have to remove clutter in your space. Okay, when you remove all the things that you don't really need, give it away to someone who might need it, sell it away, give it to Salvation Army. They will happily sort it out for you, right? When you remove and you create space, your mind frees up. Okay, and also find, if you have to, if you're in the process of looking for a new house, try to find something that's got a high ceiling. Okay, now modern houses are built with low ceiling. That means if I can stand and stretch my hand, I can literally touch the ceiling. Okay, so when you have a low ceiling, it limits your creative energy and space. And HCB says that you're coming back to your house to sleep and rest, and you're not expected to stay in your house the whole day. So yeah, you're supposed to go out and work and do whatever that you're doing. That's not the right thing to do, and so you got to remove that. And then there are specific exercises you can do to quieten your mind. Okay, but some of these things are you can start doing by creating the space for yourself. And one quick way to help you with decluttering yourself: remove all those phone numbers that you don't need, remove all those apps that you don't use, and remove all those groups, whatever group that you're belonging to, where you don't really respond to. Remove them. Okay, this, by removing all those things, you will actually find yourself, you're freeing up the space in your head as well. Yeah, because they use a lot of head space in you. Okay, so when you remove them, you don't need to see them. Okay, so what is the rule? We have not used anything for the last 6 months. Okay, you have not used it for the last 6 months, then is probably the best thing to do is to give it away. And if you have not used the app, or you have not contacted someone for the last 3 months or 6 months, give yourself 6 months as well. Remove that, because they're not going to contact you. They're not missing you. You're not missing them. So why? Okay, why you have them? Okay, so remove all those contacts that actually don't serve you. Okay, you'll be surprised. Do it slowly. Okay, don't do it in a hurry. Okay, do it slowly, and then you find, you start to gain some kind of momentum, and you start to feel good. Okay, meditate. Go to spend some quiet time, and also some time of being mindful and focusing on yourself. And when you do that, meditation is not actually a very difficult thing to do. You don't need to be in any particular religion to meditate. You can meditate scientifically, you can meditate religiously, you can meditate spiritually, right? Or just looking at your breathing itself is a form of meditation. So just focus, the air that you're breathing in and the air that you're breathing out. Just observe the air that's going in and out. Hear the sound itself is a meditative process. Actually, it will calm you down significantly. Okay. Then exercise. Okay, you got to do some kind of exercise. Okay, the most underrated exercise is walking. Get out there, wear your shoes, and go for a walk. Walk is the best thing that you can do and give yourself, and it helps you to overcome stress, manage your head, and supports your well-being as well. So exercising regularly, okay, not once in a while, but regularly. If we can do it at least 3 times a week, is good. If we can do it daily, even better, right? And go out there when you're walking. Just don't walk around your house, or just at the void deck or something. Like, go out and walk in the park. Go to the botanical garden. I tell you, it's a marvelous place. Okay, and go to the Bukit Timah Nature Reserve. Amazing place to be in. Amazing amount of oxygen and fun. It's just so nice. And that the place where they have all the plants, rare plants and things in Singapore. I suddenly can't remember, but I'll remember soon. I'll let you know. Okay, it's at Bayfront, somewhere close to Marina Bay Sands. Okay, and you can go in and have a walk there as well. Okay, that one can be a leisurely walk and just observe all the plants. I tell you, it's amazing. It's an amazing experience. Actually, the last time I went, actually, I felt that I'm in heaven. Okay, you have to have trust and faith. Trust and faith on who? On yourself. Okay, don't have trust and faith on your doctor. Say, I'm a doctor, I'm sharing this with you. Yeah, so don't have trust and faith on your doctors, but on yourself. Listen to yourself. Become mindful, be attuned to your body. What you're feeling, what are you thinking, how are you expressing yourself. Okay, all this is going to keep you healthy. Okay, be mindful and support yourself and love yourself. Okay, if you don't love anybody else, it's okay, but love yourself. Okay, love yourself, and and you got to go to a point where you couldn't believe, wow, I couldn't believe that anybody can love me so much. I love myself so much. Try that to yourself. Give yourself a big hug, and 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 pet yourself. Okay, pet yourself. Feel that love. Okay, we keep looking for love outside you. You know, people are not this are not same all the time. You know, they all are a bundle of entanglements as well. They got all kinds of emotional issues, like all of us have. Okay, so if you think that you are right and you know everybody else is wrong, then it's going to create a lot of suffering. Okay, so the moment you start to love yourself, feel everything about yourself, do all the good things for yourself. Okay, treat yourself, right? You suddenly find, hey, when you love yourself so much, you will be able to give that love to others as well. You'll be surprised. Okay. Mindfulness. Okay. So be alert, be aware of how you are, what you're doing, and support yourself all the time. Be mindful. Okay. Know what's happening around you. Read about yourself. Go and practice. Okay. Go and practice all the things that you can do to support yourself. Okay. Essential nutrients. You need to get all the essential nutrients. What are the essential nutrients that you need to get? A lot of times people will say, oh, okay, I've been taking my vitamins regularly. Vitamins are not your essential nutrients. One of the most essential nutrients are mineral complexes, minerals. Okay, you can get a good mineral complex, and it will have some of the vitamins in there itself. And if you take them regularly, that's good enough to support you. Probiotics is also a vital nutrient that you really, really need it. Okay, it helps to overcome a whole host of challenges. These two essential nutrients good enough to support you with many things. Okay, and yeah, know your body. Okay, okay, know your body. So to know your body, it's not only just this body, it's about knowing your mind, your emotions, your spirit. Okay, it's about spirit, not alcohol spirit or the ghost spirit, but the spirit within you. Yeah, we're talking about the spirit within you, understanding it and knowing it, and trying to understand, hey, why, what is this spirit doing to me? Actually, the spirit is doing a lot of things. Okay, get good sleep. Yeah, you need to get good sleep. So the essential time that I said, the essential repair time that is taking place in everybody is 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. You need to be sleeping at that time. So all the critical repair takes place at that time. Don't miss it. Don't waste it. Okay, it comes daily, but you may not be around there daily to experience it. You may go into a permanent sleep and you don't want that to happen. Okay, so in order to keep yourself healthy, you need to have a good sleep. Right. So we talked about the body, what makes you sick and what makes you healthy. So we need to understand, we talked about the causes. Okay, now we need to understand the source. Okay, what is this source that we are talking about? Okay, source is the interaction of energy in the body. Okay, it's an interaction of energy with various organs. It is an interaction of energy of mind and organs. It is an interaction of energy of heart and all the various organs. It is the interaction of bones and your skin and your muscles, right? It is an interaction of energy. Okay, there's energy transference that is happening all the time, every time. And this energy transference is not only purely something that is happening within you, it is happening outside you as well. So whatever that is happening outside, when there's rain, you feel cold. If you're in a cold environment, you will feel cold. If you're in a desert, you feel hot, right? So there's change of temperature, there's change of everything that is happening around you. It interacts with your body and it gives you a specific energy for you to experience, right? So there's an energy interaction that is always taking place. So we use our body to interact with energy. Okay, if you don't have this body, you cannot interact with any form of energy, right? You need to understand that. Okay, so in order to experience anything in this life, you need to have this body, and this body has got to be able. If it's not able, it becomes disabled, and disabled, after that you say bye-bye to yourself. Okay, so this body has got to be in a good space where it is interacting with energy, and this energy is also known as the life force. Okay, the life force within you. This life force is so unique. From the day you started, that means you got conceived and you were in your mother's womb, right? This energy has been sustaining you. to whatever age you are now. So Zainal, whatever age you are now, and Lashmi, whatever age you are now, Valerie, whatever age you are now, from 0 to whatever age you are now at this moment, it has kept you going. It has kept you alive. Yeah, it has kept your heart beating, keep your mind functioning, your kidneys working, your liver working, your lungs, contracting and opening so that all the breathing activity can take place, your heart pumping. None of them has said, you go for holiday. I also want to go for holiday. Okay, so you take care of your body. Let us go for a holiday. I tell you, you can't even make one system function on your own. Okay, so without you minding any of it, it is minding you, and is doing it out of love. Okay, so you need to understand this life force. Okay, this is what we're talking about. It can also be known as a spirit within you. It has been doing it. Okay, it has been doing this all your life. Okay, it doesn't take a break, it doesn't ask for money, it doesn't take a rest. It is functioning, and it's doing all the things that it has to do in harmony. It is very synchronized. It's all clockwork that it's doing, right? So this energy is in a momentum. It is constantly operating at a momentum. It's constantly moving. It doesn't stay still. Energy is constantly moving. If energy is stagnant, it is no more energy. It is dead, right? So it's constantly moving. So a lot of movement are taking place. So you must acquire the knowledge to feel the momentum and act according to its highest good. Okay. So sense that energy. Sometimes you feel something is going to happen, and I'll tell you, a lot of times, all those fellows who got a heart attack, okay, they have a premonitive, or a premonition. Something is going to happen. They have such a feeling that's happening to them, right? All those who have come to see me after having a heart attack, right? They tell me and ask them, did you ever felt that something is going to happen, but you just don't know what it is, but you sense something is going to happen, but you also don't know whether it's good or bad, but something is coming and it's big. Okay, that is energy interaction that is taking place, trying to warn you, hey, your heart is going to bust, okay, and you can bye bye very soon. But you need to look after yourself and go and do something. But what we do, okay, we don't know. I'm not so sensitive. I don't know. I cannot predict anything. But this thing, I don't know what it is. Then we go and the best thing to do is that we go and tell our wife, spouse. And they say, yeah, you silly lah, you're thinking too much. That's why you are having all this experience. And they actually, because they said that, they killed their spouse. Okay, so you got to be mindful. Okay, if you're sensing something like that, you feel a slight tingling sensation on your jaws, you feel on one side of your body, you know what is going to happen. Okay, hang in there. Hello. Okay, you know what is going to happen to your body, and it's going to cause some problem. Okay, so become mindful. Okay, become mindful of what's happening. Now, momentum moves towards a higher vibration or lower vibration. Okay, this is something that I always share about and I talk about as well. Okay, momentum. Okay, you got to be mindful of your momentum, and it is always doing something to yourself. Either it takes you to a lower vibration or it takes you to a higher vibration. Lower vibrations keep you very sad, keep you frightened, fearful, keep you imbalanced. Okay, higher vibration takes you to a higher energy, and it's providing you with good feeling, good sensations, empowering sensations. Which when I say good sensations, right, and it keeps you at a momentum that it is supportive. Okay, now the source, okay, which has its own momentum, because of your own thoughts and lack of action or too much of action, you are doing something to yourself that is not beneficial for the body. You need to stimulate it and you need to support it. Okay, so the vibrations has got to be kept higher. So keep your focus on something that is of higher vibration. Okay, now if you're not sensitive to the momentum, okay, what happens? You will start to experience imbalances in yourself. Okay, you will start to experience imbalances. You may fall sick. and suffer from organ failure. Okay, so when you lose your momentum, other people will come and take over your momentum. Okay, they will start to cut you up. They said, oh, this organ is dead, or this is not functioning. They want to do transplant and the works, and so you lose your momentum, and you get into a lot of imbalances. You become sick, and you suffer from organ failure, which leads to all kinds of dreadful diseases. Okay, so how to support this source? Okay, now we come to the food part of it as well. Okay, now the crown chakra, that's right above your head. Okay, just slightly above your head, right? It is purple, dark purple in color actually. Okay, so if you focus on that vibration and you eat a lot of dark purple foods, okay, pure organic foods, juices, and fasting, right? They stimulate and open your crown chakra and keep that energy center active in your body. Okay, third eye, which they call it the third eye chakra. Okay, there are a lot of berries, grapes, spices, chocolate. Okay, not your milk chocolate. Okay, or the cheap chocolates. You got to eat dark chocolate. Okay, the magnesium in there will support your body and stimulate your third eye activity as well. Throat chakra. Okay, food that are simple and easy to digest. Okay, soups, blueberries, some of the sea vegetables. Okay, a lot of parathyroid, thyroid in your throat. Okay, your voice box, are all the vital important organs are there. Okay, so they are doing a lot of activity, and they are a lot of supporting a lot of things in yourself. So they need to be kept in balance, and these foods will support it as well. Yeah, your heart chakra. Okay, that's your heart and your heart chakra. Uh, you know, uh, Foods that are dark green vegetables, leafy vegetables, yeah, sprouts. Okay, we talked quite a bit about sprouts as well. Sprouts do a lot of wonderful things to your body. Solar plexus, that's just above your navel, and that's they call it the money pot. Yeah, okay. This is like eating whole grain, a complex carb. Okay, not simple carbs, complex carb. Those are non-refined grains, and millets are all also complex carbs, and they support your body. They promote energy, and they bring about good system. Sacral chakra, health, that is just below your navel, is to do with fats. If you are someone who must eat some kind of meat and salmons, highly oily foods, enzymes, fruits that are rich in enzymes, papayas, okay, or even taking enzymes will support you as well. Your root chakra, okay, the base chakra they call it. This is about where you start to eat a lot of protein, vegetables, root vegetables. If you have to eat some meat, some red meat, simple red meats, okay, don't go and indulge in it. But because it stimulates too much of your root chakra, any chakra that is get affected also goes into a deep different challenges as well. Okay, so we're going to go into the next page. Okay, right. We're going to go into some energy experiences. Okay, now before this energy experiences, I'm going to give you a 2-minute break. Okay, 2-minute break where we're going to focus and realize and sense all the chakras in ourselves. So go and get some water that you need to drink. You can put it with you. And if you need to run to the toilet, do go and come. In 2 minutes, we'll be back. Okay. So almost 2 minutes. Okay. So this is an energy experience. In all our talks we discuss about. We had many uh, exercises that we do for energy experience, and so I'm going to share with you specific sound that you can actually create. And in that process, when you create that sound, what happens is that you activate the organs in those areas, and you can actually feel, okay, feel the vibration going towards that area, and it starts to support you and improve the function of your organs as well. Okay, so here the chakras are in reverse order. The first chakra that we're talking about is not the crown chakra, but the root chakra. Okay, your chakra at your base. Okay, so what you can do is you can actually place your hand, okay, any of your hand, right hand or left hand, doesn't matter. Place it on your base. Okay, so just slightly above your butt crack. Okay, so place your hand there, and you can take a deep breath, breathe in, and then you just chant Lam. Okay, when you chant this, the sound Lam. Okay, Lam is a sound that directly resonates with your base chakra. Okay, it starts to stimulate the base chakra, and whatever that is imbalanced in your base chakra, you can actually correct that sound. So correct with that sound, and help the chakra to function better, and at the same time you can also promote the well-being of all the organs in the chakra as well. So place your hand on your solar plexus, your root chakra, and then let's try. Okay, let's try where, okay, we do this, we chant Lam. Okay, try for yourself. Do about 5 times, and when you do, you must feel the vibration going right to your spine at the bottom. Okay, Lam. Lam. Okay, Lam. Okay, Lam. Okay, then you go on to do the second chakra, which is your sacral. So slightly above your butt crack, at the back, or you can place your hand in front, below your navel. Okay, below your navel, and you can create this sound. Okay, feel the vibration energy going right to that area where you have placed your hand. Okay, so just below your navel. Okay, and below your navel, you can do it in front, no need to do it at the back. Okay, do it in your front, on your tummy. Okay, Lam. 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 Okay, so now I'm just placing my hand there. Okay, good. And then the solar plexus on your navel, you can place it on your navel or slightly above your navel. Okay, and you chant Ram. 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 Okay. Now, have you heard the tuning fork? Okay, we have seen probably. I have tuning fork in my clinic. Okay, when you knock the tuning fork they are vibrating to all your different vital organs, endocrine glands in your body as well. And they make unique sound. Okay, the sounds sound like this as well. So you don't have a tuning fork, but you can use this to say to yourself, and you start to tune up your body by tuning the engine. Okay, so we go to the fourth one, which is your chest, your heart chakra. Okay, so you chant yam. So place your hand on your heart. Okay, and then you chant yam. 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 Okay, and then your fifth chakra, your throat. Okay, so you can place your hand on your throat, you can place it at the back, front, okay, whichever you feel comfortable. Okay, here is the three different sounds. You can choose any one of them. Okay, ka, or you can go ga, or you can go ga, ga. Okay, so it's actually a long sound. So ka, feel the vibration on your throat. Ka, 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 ka. Okay, now the other one, the sixth chakra, which is in between your eyebrows. Okay, so you can actually use your pinky finger or you can use your thumb, doesn't matter. Okay, so place, or you can use all your fingers, just place it on your tada. Okay, so you can do this, you can do this. Okay, so just place there, and it is going as sham, 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 sham. Okay, now they are not religious exercises, and these are not religious exercises. They are not they are scientific, and they're proven to show vibrations. One day I'll give a longer talk about this, because holding specific organs and closing one ear, you can actually hear the sound in your body. Okay, so if you're holding your throat and then you press on your right ear or your left ear, so I'm just pressing on my right ear. I breathe, and actually you can subtly hear that sound happening to you. So this is sound that is naturally occurring in your body. It is not some made up sound or like that. Yeah, it is already happening in your body. Okay, then the last one is the crown chakra, that is on your crown of your head, that supports your brain function and works. Okay, so what you can do is, you can actually, very simple, you just close your ears. You can hear the sound going. Okay, it's going on as okay, so you can actually place your hand and you can chant to yourself, Om, Om, Om. Feel the vibration on your head. Okay, so by doing these exercises, we are not Om. Oh, so the Om chant is a Hindu chant. No, okay, it is actually a chant that is naturally vibrating inside your body. So when you close your ears, you can actually hear that sound going on inside yourself. If you put a conch on your ears, you can actually hear, or just put your hand cupping position, and just place your hand by your side. on your ears, you can hear the sound, the sound going. Okay, don't need to press, just cupping. Okay, just you can literally hear the sound. Okay, it's like the seaside sound, they call it. Okay, can everybody okay with this now? Yeah. Okay, let's move on. A lot of information to cover. Yeah. So foods with high vibration. Okay, we had talked about this in our previous talk as well, but I just want to quickly go through. Okay, anything that is processed. Okay, drugs and stuff and junk foods and all this, they have the least vibration, and or actually no vibration. They are known as dead food. Okay, they're dead food. They're minus something megahertz. If you measure the vibration, it's minus something. I think they call it the ethically sourced meat and fish lah. Okay, I don't know how it is ethically sourced, but is there, and but it is functioning below zero. Okay, it's below zero and at zero, so it is of the lowest vibration. Dairy, it is in the middle vibration. It is slightly above zero. And but then if you look at organic plant-based foods, whole foods, they are all in high vibration. Okay, now processed food also belong to the middle vibration and low vibration. Okay, so all those canned and packed in plastics and the things, they're all operating at a lower vibration. Raw foods, okay, foods that are like spirulina, certain nuts, berries, and the purple foods and all this are all in very high vibration. Okay, they register at a higher megahertz, and they promote a huge well-being to your system. They are supporting your energy and promoting well-being as well. Okay, so if you go to one of my first talks, you can go on YouTube and watch it. And actually, we talked quite extensively about food and vibrations. But here is just to recap and help you understand of how energy and vibrations are helping our body. Okay, so we are not meant to eat food that are of lower vibration. We are meant to eat foods which are of higher vibration. Okay, so what disrupts and distracts the vital force in your body? Okay, you must understand something. Stress consumes energy. Okay, so that's why people who are under stress, they go on a binging diet. They tend to eat a lot because they are very stressed. They seem to be losing a lot of energy, and they tend to eat all kinds of food, and they start to eat a lot of sugars because it boosts your energy, but it is something that cannot sustain. It goes on a yo-yo syndrome. Okay, so stress consumes energy. You got to be mindful of uh, managing your stress. Whatever entanglements that you have deep within yourself, go and see someone, a counselor, a psychotherapist, yeah, who will be able to help you relieve and clear all this stress from your system. Okay, don't overwork yourself and over fatigue yourself. Overworked and over fatigued. Okay, or fatigued. Actually, that depletes your energy as well. It disrupts. You cannot get up to function and do all those things. So don't work yourself to become very sick, and especially if you are working shift. If you're on the night shift, day shift, you're operating at different shifts, work, that's going to wreck your body as well. So negotiate with your bosses and try to work at a standard shift either in the afternoon or in the day, so that you do not overstrain your body by working on the graveyard shift, because it affects you. Lack of exercise. Okay, you don't really need to go and get out there to the gym and work out and burn yourself up, but simple exercises. Don't even need to jog, just go for walks. Okay, walking. And the next exercise, the best exercise you can do is swimming. Okay, get into water, swim, cool your body down. Use the resistance naturally occurring in water, to move your body and get all the support that you need to support yourself. Okay, smoking. Okay, Smoking doesn't help at all. Okay, smoking disrupts the oxygenation in your body. It also takes in all the different toxins into your system, and it breaks it down. Okay, uh, I find it strange as well because we got all kinds of advertisements on the cigarette boxes, and that talks about what smoking does, and it actually killed more people than both the World War. So, but it is not banned; it is still around, and it's actually a pandemic. More and more people are smoking despite all the awareness that has been created. So if you see someone talking, they need some counseling. They could be stressed or they're just addicted. They need to overcome that addiction as well. Talk them out of it. Okay. And then there are people who eat for poor energy. Okay, that means you're eating foods that does not support the increase of vital energy in your body. So we looked at that food pyramid just now. We saw all those foods that are of high energy. So if you're eating foods, like pizzas and burgers and drinking a Coke and all the soft drinks that you may have, and overcooked food and lots of sugars and like tofu and works, then they're all foods with poor energy. They're going to deplete your energy. Okay, because you got to always understand stress consumes energy. So physical stress consumes energy, mental stress consumes energy, emotional stress consumes energy as well. Okay, so you got to be mindful of how you are feeding yourself. And caffeine, okay, coffee is actually in herbal medicine. Coffee is used as a medicine. Okay, it's a powerful antidote as well. That means if you've taken the wrong medicine, you drink some coffee, it neutralizes the wrong medicine that you've taken. Okay, but you see a lot of people taking medicine with coffee, right? They drink stronger and stronger coffee. It's actually a toxin. Okay, so it's got to be stopped. Alcohol, okay, alcohol is a huge thing. People think that casual drinking is okay, and alcohol helps to, it's actually something that disrupts your neurons, so cellular communications do not take place effectively. Okay, toxins, you got to detox your body, and if you're accumulating a lot of toxins in your body in the form of food, toxic water, toxic food, toxic drinks, toxic emotions, um, toxic environment, and your electronic smoke and all this, they're going to build up a lot of toxins into your body. And then lastly, temperature. If you're eating a lot of cold food, okay, we talked about this in DNA healing, okay, where I shared with you that it takes only nanoseconds to virus and bacteria to get into your system and wreak havoc in your body. So if you're eating food that is cold, okay, drinking things that are cold, is going to stunt your cellular activity momentarily, and that moment, it could be a nanosecond, is enough to bring in viruses, pathogens, and parasites into your body. Okay, so um, I know everybody loves to eat ice creams, and I have eaten myself, but if you can minimize as much as you can, don't take it on a regular basis. Don't indulge in cold drinks and cold foods on a regular basis. Eat warm food. Okay, it is always important to eat foods and drink things that are warm instead of cold stuff. Yeah. So how to, it's some ways to raise your vibration. Okay, simple things that are there. Actually, I just picked it up. Repeat positive affirmations to yourself on a daily basis. Okay, ask affirmative questions. Okay, the probably one of the talks I will speak about affirmations instead of affirmations. Yeah, start to appreciate the present moment more. Okay, don't think about your past, your present, your future, but just look at the present moment that you are here. Hey, while this COVID thing is is going on, excuse me, right? There are so many people out there in the hospital, fighting for their life. Any one of us in that space, none of us. Okay, we are all safe, we are all stable, we are okay. So we got to be grateful. So do we need to worry and overfear ourselves? No. Okay, we can actually, we're okay. We need to be grateful. So start to appreciate the moment that you have now. Okay, and eat a lot of high vibrational foods. Okay, high vibrational foods. We talked about herbs, fruits, your algae. They're all super good stuff to have. Yeah, Hydrate and flush out toxins with distilled water. Distilled water, dead water, you can do it as therapy, not on a regular basis. Yeah, but when you're drinking normal water, you have clean water, filtered water, water that is alkalized, yeah, hydrogenated. They're all good and they help to remove toxins from your body. Meditate. Okay, meditate every day and devote yourself to daily practice. Yeah, move and also movement. Yeah, exercises. Listening to healing frequencies. Okay, you can go to YouTube. There are many channels out there. Look out for just type healing music. You will get a lot of stuff and there'll be descriptions there is saying about 432 hertz or 528 hertz or 9 something hertz. Yeah, they are all beneficial for you. Just don't need to put it on your ears and you listen. Just play it in the background. It just affects the whole energy environment in where you are at. It is actually uplifts your energy vibrations as well. And spend some time on hobbies and things that really make you happy. Okay, so you may have something that you really love to do. Don't stop, just do. Okay, go and indulge in it. Spend some time doing it. Okay, I love to do carpentry work, hands-on stuff. Like to fix things and break things about, take things apart and put it back is something that I love to do as well. So sometimes I indulge in it, like creating things, painting, things, or singing, music, whatever. You can just do. Yeah, spend time in nature is something that you really must do. Okay, go out there in nature and walk. Okay, don't be frightened. No wild boar or snake is going to come and chase you. They are scared of human beings. They usually move away by themselves. They won't come and affect you. Okay, so I've seen a lot of cobras and pythons in the nature reserve. But the moment as I walk past, they move away. They don't really come and affect you or what. Okay, so but you have to be careful now. So just walk in the nature and have fun. I tell you, it's the best thing to do. The amount of oxygen that you get, right? In the nature is really supportive for your body. Okay, consume less, give more. Okay, so don't just keep on buying things. All the online shopping thing that are out there, really cheap stuff that are there, and you buy and you create more problem for yourself, or you don't really need it, don't buy. Okay, because when you get all this stuff, you're actually creating a lot of clutter for yourself. When you're cluttered, I tell you, you're going to lose a lot of money. You're going to become really sick. Okay, there's no way you're going to be healthy when you're hoarding stuff, when you have a lot of clutter in your home. No way. You can do all the beautiful things that are out there to help yourself. You come back home and you have all the clutter that you have in front of you. You're going to become sick. You will die sick, I tell you. Okay, so don't give yourself that opportunity to just hoard stuff and keep stuff among yourself. Okay, but give it away, give more. Give away. There are a lot of people who need them. They can use it. Give it away. They will find useful use to it. They will use it themselves or give it to somebody else, or they create something out of it. Okay, so give it away, and the lesser you have, the more space you have, the more you heal. Okay, these are some of the ways you can raise and heal your vibrations. Okay, coming to cancer. Okay, um, usually cancer is seen as death sentence. Doctor said cancer, so you're going to die, finish. Okay, then and the doctors do you a big favor as well. They mark the calendar. They tell you, I think looking at all these things, you'll probably live for about 6 months or 1 year, the most. Okay, or depending on the stage you are, you will not last long. So what will happen? You go home, you already have a death sentence in your mind. So you go and mark 6 months. You look at the calendar. Okay, now it's July, end of July. So we're looking at somewhere January. Okay, so you mark the calendar January expiry date. Okay, but you will not even last till January. You probably finish yourself off in 3 weeks, 1 month, or lesser. Okay, why? Because of the stress that you have contributed to yourself. So don't buy into that. Okay, don't buy into that. Okay, usually they come and tell you, your cancer is stage 1. Okay, what it usually means. Okay, stage 1 cancer, small, relatively contained within us, within the organ, and it can be cleared. Okay, and it can be healed, and we have healed many cancers as well. Okay, stage 2 usually means cancer that is localized, but it's a tumor larger than stage 1. Okay, and sometimes the stage 2 means that the nearby to some lymph nodes. Okay, breast cancer and all this, you'll find that somewhere the lymph nodes, things are spreading there, so it becomes stage 2. Stage 3 usually means the cancer is larger, and there are cancer cells in the lymph nodes and in the area as well. Okay, so it is spreading. Yeah, it is out of control. Stage 4 is always seen as a last stage, where it means cancer is spread from wherever it is. It's gone to all the different organs. It's affecting your bones, your lungs, your liver, and whatever. Okay, so in a nutshell, these are the stages of cancer, and cancer happens for a variety of reasons. Okay, poor metabolic disorder function. That means you're not assimilating your food properly. A lot of toxins in your body. If you keep at that and you keep on going like that, you don't drink water, anything. You keep on going that, and you will naturally find that you start to create your body a natural you create a natural environment for your body to become cancerous, and it starts to affect you. Okay, bacteria, parasites also contribute to cancers. Stress contribute to cancer as well. Prolonged stress. When you dwell and you celebrate stress. You think about all the bad things that is happening to you, and then you repeat to yourself, "I wish I'm dead. I wish I'm dead." If you do that on a regular basis, alone, you know what will happen? Yeah, your body will start to cooperate, and then I'll tell you, this person is such a burden to this world. You will cooperate, and it will finish you also. Because and how to quickly finish you? Give you a dreadful disease now, like cancer and all this. So usually people who come to me who ask for help of cancer, sometimes I ask them, "Hey, do you have an exit plan?" They say, "What exit plan?" Do you always under stress say you wish you are dead? They say, "Yeah, I've said it many times." Okay, so if you say it intense with a lot of emotions and intensely, your body will cooperate with you, because it knows already you don't want to live anymore. So it will create some kind of dreadful disease and finish you. Okay, and I tell you, when you have cancer, you won't die happily. No, you die suffering, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. So why create that for yourself? Okay, so if you look at the chart that we have now right in front of you, okay, acidic and alkaline. Anything that is acidic means you are sick. Anything that is alkaline, you are healthy. You got to keep your body in an alkaline phase. Okay, and instead of keeping yourself in a sick phase. Okay, one of the simplest thing that you can do to reduce the acid impact in your body is to drink water. Okay, drink healthy water. Okay, you will literally overcome the acid episodes, and you naturally shift towards alkaline. Okay, and then don't eat junk food. Okay, don't avoid all the junk foods, and naturally you become more healthy as well. Okay, so we're going to see cancer cells feed on acid. Okay, an acidic environment. So if you're eating foods that are there's no vibrational energy, you are eating foods that are not beneficial for you, with low frequencies, food that are very acidic. Okay, then you're going to you increase the chance of getting cancers. So what are the things to do? Even if you have cancer, if you flood your body with alkalinity, you starve the cancer cells to death. It's really as simple as it's a battle between acidity and alkalinity. Okay, so cut all the acidity, reduce all the inflammation. Your body naturally becomes alkaline. You overcome the disease. Okay, but we are so stuck in our habits. We don't want to do anything that is good for us. Okay, now the pH scale. The pH scale is always 0 to 14. Okay, 14 is very, very alkaline. 0 is literally acidic. Battery water, battery oil is 0. Geo scale, they're very acidic. Alkaline, your cleaners, okay, bleach and all this kind of thing, very alkaline. Doesn't mean you can take bleach and it will help your body. Yeah? Our body can cope up to about 10, from 7 to 10. Okay, our body can cope alkalinity at that area. Okay, so say coffee that you take, okay, is acidic. Okay, last week when I talked about food combination and about, I also briefly mentioned about alkalinity. Lemon, although it's mentioned as acidic at 2, it is acidic in as a fruit itself. It's acidic as a fruit, but the moment it goes into your body, it becomes alkaline. Okay, so citric fruits, oranges and all this kind of thing, you can actually eat them. They promote alkalinity in your body. Okay, so you got to become mindful of all the food that support your well-being. Okay, you need to become mindful. Okay, so your stomach is supposed to be acidic. Okay, HCl, the hydrochloric acid that is inside your stomach. Okay, it is naturally in an acidic environment. You throw a piece of metal, the metal will corrode and it will disintegrate. So, but then if you have an hyperacidity, you find that all kinds of reflux and vegetation that are taking place. You take medicine to drop that acidity in your stomach. Okay, what you're doing, you're not doing a big favor to your stomach. Actually, you're creating more problem to yourself. Naturally align yourself. Okay, so earlier we looked at some of the foods and water that you need to take to support your well-being. So you got to align yourself towards that, and eat those foods. Actually, you become healthy and vibrant as well. Okay. So what do we need to do to prevent and heal from cancers? Okay, most of the thing I've discussed with you before, but some of the important things that I want to discuss with you about cancers is sugars. You got to literally avoid sugar completely in your diet. Okay, you cannot have alternative sugar when you're having cancer as well. But if you're okay, you're a normal person, you can. Alternative sugar, we are talking about palm sugar, coconut sugars, okay, date sugars, all this kind of stuff, beet sugars, okay. But we are not talking about cane sugars and or even beet sugars, coconut sugars, and palm sugars are not suitable during cancers. It's got to be avoided. You have got to literally avoid all forms of sugars if you want to heal yourself from cancer. Oil, okay. You got to avoid all forms of oil while you are when you're trying to heal yourself with cancers. Okay, so no fried food and oil-based food. You got to avoid them. No wheat, no dairy. Okay, no meats, no fish, and no seafood as well. Okay, all these things can literally be avoided if you want to recover and heal from your cancers. Now, the other thing that I wanted to share with you is about aluminium. Okay, aluminium is the most common metal that is used in many things. Our aircrafts are aluminium, very light, very sturdy and strong. Okay, made from aluminium. And there are a lot of containers and especially pots and pans that are made of aluminium. Your canned drinks are made from aluminium and they leach the aluminium into the water in the drink, in the food. And when you are consuming them, they contribute to nerve degeneration as well. Now, you want to heal from cancer, you need to have your nervous system communicating properly. Okay, if you are taking food that has been processed in aluminum containers, it's a strictly no thing. So avoid them as much as you can, or take them out of your system. Even if you're healthy and normal, you have aluminum containers, don't use it, chuck it, give it away. Okay, or send it to recycling. Okay, recycling plants and sell it away. Buy traywares, Pyrex, steel containers. They're much better to use than aluminum. Microwave oven has been actually been talked about, and they are huge. Okay, everybody has got a microwave oven. It's a convenient way to heat up your food. Convenient way, but then it creates a lot. It denatures your food, and also it destroys all the nutrients and the radiation that you get. Okay, when you microwave, when people microwave their food, they don't just turn on the microwave and go and sit in their hall or something like that. They just stand beside the microwave. Amount of radiation that's coming from the microwave. Okay, microwave has got a radius of 100 meters. That's a huge distance. So if you have a microwave oven in your home, when you turn it on, you're not only affecting yourself, but you're affecting your neighbors, especially those living in flats. Okay, you're affecting all the way right to the last house, whatever there is about at about 100 meters, and you will literally find yourself, you're nuking all your neighbors, you're killing them, Yeah. So avoid plastics, poor quality water, plastics, all the last talk we discussed about this, all the plastics, there's the chemicals from the plastic that gets into the food and the drinks. When you put hot foods, okay, they're going to literally destroy, and all the chemicals are going to get into the food, and they are going to have an hormonal impact in your body. Okay, iron supplements. Iron cannot take while having cancer. Yeah, you should avoid all those iron medications and iron supplements, because when you take iron, your cancers will go haywire. I've seen this many times. Okay, but iron is essential. So what kind of iron can I have? Okay, the most humble thing that you can have that supports your body, and your body uses the iron effectively, is curry leaves. Okay, take 24 curry leaves every morning. Okay, wash them, put it in your mouth, really chew them, and swallow all the water. If you can't swallow the fiber, spit it away, or you can swallow the whole thing, which is good for you. Within 3-4 days, your iron status will improve. Yeah. So women, you should all try this as well. Chew curry leaves. And say, oh, curry leaf, how to chew? It's got a funny taste and all this. Get used to it. If you have poor iron status, chew curry leaves every morning, empty stomach. You will find huge difference happening to you. Okay, you got to avoid eggs. You got to avoid chemicals. Okay, all kinds of chemicals. What kind of chemicals we are talking about? The soap, the detergent. Okay, whatever that you put on your clothes to wash your clothes. All this got to be scrapped if you want to heal from cancer. Okay, so the important thing that you need to know about your diet is something that every one of my cancer patients go through, is that we ask them to go through a food intolerance test. Okay, so you're going to know your allergies. So common allergies that are out there that affects everybody, most of the people: peanuts, soy, eggs, milk, seafood, meat, dairy fish, wheat, yeah, shellfish, and certain nuts. Okay, so you got to know them. You got to take it out of your equation as well. Don't eat them. Okay, and chemicals that causes cancer. Okay, there are actually a lot of chemicals, but I just wanted to point this out because women use a lot of cosmetics. Okay, from shampoo to whatever cosmetic that they use, they keep it in their bag and they're using it on a regular basis. Okay, so shampoos, you can see the kind of chemicals that are there. Okay, they contribute to a whole host of diseases as well. Eyeshadow and things that you make, lipstick that you put on your lips, hairsprays, okay, deodorants that you rub on your armpit, yeah, and they literally block, it prevents sweating. They congest that area, and then you get all kinds of complications happening in your lymphatics. Okay, all the blushes and things that you use on your face, right? They are there, and they cause a lot of side effects. Okay, they cause a lot of side effects in your body. Okay, so you got to be mindful, and you got to take that out of your equation. Go for natural things that you can support and beautify yourself. Okay, the powders, Johnson and Johnson powders. If you are using the simplest one, Kutikura or whatever brands that are out there. Do you know that all those powders are actually chalk powders? Okay, the chalk that your teacher used to write, on the whiteboard. Not on the blackboard. Okay, that's literally that chalk with some kind of fragrance that you are putting on your face. Chalk causes cancer. Go and do some research. Okay, so the powders that you're applying on yourself to make you look lighter, okay, they're all cancer causing as well. So what kind of powders can you use? You can use clay. You can use arrowroot. Add some essential oils and just apply on your face. Arrowroot is from a vegetable. Okay, so they're beneficial opposed to adding chalk to your face. Okay, so you got to be mindful of that. So the chemicals, how to know? There's so many chemicals and all kinds of things goes into the products. Okay, look out for all these signs. Okay, all these signs are literally indicating to you that they are not beneficial for the body. they're usually on the products itself. You know, sometimes you'll see on shampoos and things. If you don't see it on in your country, if you don't see these signs on your product, then you better not use it as well, because for a variety of reasons the rules are so lax, they're not sharing it with you. Okay, so something that you need to improve and increase the vital force in your body, you got to take probiotics on a regular basis. You don't need to be sick to take it. You got to take it on a daily basis. It is a healthy nutrient that supports your body. So you got to it helps to maintain good digestion, right? It fights aging, right? So it's an anti-aging food. You know, prevents metabolic disorders and removes heavy metals from your body. Supports your mental health, okay, and promotes cell growth, healthy cells, okay. It also supports neurotransmission. So a lot of cellular communication are happening in your body, boosts up your immune system, and it reduces inflammation, it reduces acidity. Okay, so probiotics is something that you need to have on a regular basis. So those fancy Japanese Yakult and Vitagen drinks, they're not really beneficial.
Cold water
They're
is
not
no good
supportive
at
for
night,
you.
baby.
Hello,
Your water bottle has.
hello. Okay, mute yourself, huh? Then we're coming to the last part. Okay, DNA healing. Okay, I've shared this in a lot of talks as well. Um, you can try this for yourself. Okay, take a pea, a mung bean, a green bean. Okay, just put it in your mouth, swish it around, and put it on a wet cotton and let it sprout. Put it in a dark place and it will sprout. The next morning, take it and eat it. Okay. Now, what is the science behind this? The moment the seed touches you, it is interacting with your energy and it is acknowledging whatever that is deficient in you. Okay. And when you place it on a wet cotton, so anything that you put, it's like a seed, you know, you put it there, it starts to interact with the universal energy. It starts to bring in the energy information there. Now, it has taken whatever that is deficient in you, and the universal energy is passing and creating a balance. Okay, it's creating a balance. When you take it, when you eat the seed, it restores balance in your body. It starts to heal. Okay, we have been doing this experiment on a regular basis on many of my clients and those who have been attending the previous talk, and all of them have noticed a shift in their energy, and they have also noticed a shift in their well-being. Okay, so healing plants, food, vegetables, yeah, they all have they have super intelligence. Okay, if you put your saliva on the seed and of an edible plant and place it in the soil, something miraculous will happen. That plant will read your DNA and structure its own genetic blueprint to be a superfood based on any deficiencies or requirements that your DNA is signaling, and it becomes medicine for yourself. Okay, so this becomes a medicine and it supports your body. Okay, there's a whole host of things that actually you can do, you know, but what I have done is that I've shared some of the essential information that you need to know to support yourself, and what you can do to prevent cancer and also stop cancer